Ain't no excuse for that either. It don't matter. He was in there for misdemeanors. I can call you all types of bitches and hoes and whatever. But I'm in the midst. I get it if I killed somebody and I end up dying. You know what I'm saying? I end up dying in prison. I did something crazy. But off two misdemeanors, I'm in jail and I die. Oh no! They better own jail so by the time they get done.
Use this time for some target practice.
Shoot them first next time. Taking fire over here.
Over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
That thing is horrible with a scope on.
Resurgence. Survive and your team can redeploy. Eliminate targets and bring them back faster. Mark a drop point for your squad and hit the field.
It don't make no sense, bro. Don't worry about it. No, rank ain't come back out yet. I ain't even finna play this, bro. They not finna get on my nerves with this junk. I would say Warzone. We gonna edit it. And we changing this from Warzone. We gonna play Madden, man. About to let that junk piss me off. Especially with me being chat banned, it's just near impossible to play that game and be not able to talk to your teammates. I got like 2 or 3 of these that gotta be fixed. Like I know I open Madden like Vance Harrison.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
This the dude that gave him a bottle. Now he in his pen playing and watching TV. Played in the bath for a hot minute till he kept tripping. Yeah. I give him a bath when you left. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Background. You spend no money on this game? Are you crazy? Play Madden so long, I don't even know how to you know how to operate in trucker, man. It'd be crazy if they add Stephon Diggs to the Patriots right now, even though the season ain't start. But I still got Joe Milton. I'm mad they let Joe Milton just go like that, bro. I do not. I don't care for what's it called. How's Douglas out taking Pope spot? Ain't nobody else worth my time. Get the body on live. Get some more papers. Yes, sir.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia.
Try to quit. Party was gonna try to quit, bro.
Yeah. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
That's the change. Back to outside. Oh, he over there. Okay. If anybody on Warzone.
first and 10. Throwing right away, it's May. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avante Maddox.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
To the air right away is Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The second down throw is incomplete.
I'm about to say.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. It's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jawan Bentley.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. On 3rd and 2, it's May.
Get up out of there, boy. Get up out of there. What are you running like that for? Why are you running like that? Run.
And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 90 yards. Touchdown, New England.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Pats will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
Give me them.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Hurts to throw. That one caught by Smith. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Hurts again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts.
Give me them. There's guys out there.
Intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez.
Let's go. What?
And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
I'm a devil child. That's a nose. That's a nose. Yes, man.
From out of the gun, here's May. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
To throw again is May. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. They're going. It's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 24-yard pickup as they convert on 4th down.
Oh, this Drake made. You see, I had Cole Milton in.
On 1st and 10, here's May. This one, downfield, looking for Henry.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of it.
Didn't be nothing. I didn't give him nothing. Oh, I thought you said his mouth. You know we got baby kids. Oh, and you know how Coco was shaking last night? She need to stop eating shit. Yes. They ate probably like an hour ago. Oh, I gotta throw that in the trash.
You have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them,
ground
they
beef got
find
left out
themselves
overnight.
with a lead, despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. May to the air once more. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he's out of
beautiful
bounds,
catch though,
but
bro.
not
So I
until
can't
he
even
gets
say nothing.
inside
He
the
dapped you up for
25-yard
shit because
line.
he already knew that was a good catch.
A fresh set of
But
downs
if
to
you
work
were able
with.
to
It is
stay in
1st down
bounds,
and 10.
my boy, that was TD.
May to throw again.
Oh, got him. Get in there, boy.
He's got a receiver wide open.
Get in there, boy.
Left side.
You earned it.
And he
You earned
will
it.
score.
What a break, boy. You earned
Douglas.
it.
Touchdown,
Oh, you
New
cool,
England.
calm, and collected.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much
what the
success.
kids say
And,
now?
of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being
What the
accurate.
kids say?
It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the
Nonchalant.
run after
Oh my
the
gosh,
catch. But
he's
the accuracy
nonchalant.
of the
Like,
ball allows the receiver to turn into a
Oh my
runner
God, he's
after
nonchalant.
securing the
He's
catch.
so
So great
fire.
job
He's
there by the
nonchalant.
quarterback. And then
What are you
sometimes
talking
it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
That is good.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And
What
the
the
kickoff's
hell?
coming their way.
What the hell?
On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell.
Ooh, I
He'll
wanted to
get
kick
this
it and made
past
a
the
hat
20
to his
before he's
ass.
brought down
He tried,
shy
bro.
of the 25-yard line.
He just gotta hit the weight room. He did try.
So here's a 1st and 10 now.
doing whatever
They'll
Chris
start
said, man.
from the 24. Now, Hurts.
I got faith in Kurt. Oh yeah, you throw that in Kurt.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
That underneath shit, he can
Well, it's
have
pretty
that.
clear the main
Gotta
reason why
tackle.
they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency
Over top,
of this
I'm over.
offense. And primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Hurts. Again, working deep downfield.
What?
He's got it.
What?
He will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
They got a cool room. They always want to sleep on the couch. Oh, I bought some more of the ice cream cones. You heard me?
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
What he eating?
And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. Not much there, maybe a yard.
What she was doing?
Here's a 2nd and 9.
I forgot the name of that damn show, man.
They'll go play action with May. Airing one out for
Out of there, young man.
Look at him.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
And he will go.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots.
Rumble,
A beautiful
young man,
combination
rumble.
in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a
Great
great
man said he
route,
done loosened
Mike,
up.
and
He
then
done
the
figured it
beautiful
out.
throw. The accuracy
Hopefully
of the
he figured
throw
out
is what
real
allowed
life
the
too.
receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the
He
end
might
zone.
be straight. Second year. I feel like what was hurting May was his, I feel like it was his
Following the
pass decision,
touchdown,
bro.
here's Slide to kick
And
it
yes,
away.
pressure was coming through a lot. Yes, right.
Here's
But at the
Gainwell to
same
return.
time,
And he'll be brought down right around the
when there was
25-yard
times he
line.
could run, he went. He did pick it up a little bit at the end of the season. I give him that. But like, that really went until they started letting Milton play. And then he wanted to try to start doing extra because ain't that really changed. Nothing really changed. We ain't get no superstars.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. It's second down.
I was trying to play a little bit of different defense, but
here's Hurts.
Give me them.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He's got this complete. That's Smith.
I didn't push him out of bounds.
Out of bounds inside the 30.
Oh,
a big play and a much-needed one as well.
Gosh.
It's a gain of 49. Again, Hurts. Off he goes. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his...
And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is May. That is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Now May. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting...
That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
Get out of there, boy.
He gets free.
Yes, sir. Get up out of there.
At the 40. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, New England. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike. Not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. Now Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of action. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To the air again, Hurts. He connects downfield to Doxson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. This is caught for 2. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And
On
he
that
will
boy
not
head
get
top,
in.
man.
The defense
We on
stands
that
their
boy
ground,
head top.
pushes him back, and they force fourth down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ain't no point in doing nothing fancy. First game back and I will take this dub. Hopefully help with some computer momentum or something.
They'll run here with Gibson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Throwing on third down is May. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Whoa. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Going for it all.
That's Gonzo out there, man.
And that is
Stop it, bro.
incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. Now it's going to be third down. Throwing is Hurts. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here we go. This is 4th down. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
What do we have to capitalize on? We done. Fourth quarter, 1 second left, and we up.
Here we go. One final play. That is caught. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And off we go from SoFi. Brings in the kick at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. From the 40 on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 37. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. He'll take this at the 10. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert now, blitz coming. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This into the hands of Will Dissly. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action.
I didn't know who
and
that
C,
was.
most
It said
importantly,
something always.
keeps that
I'm like, I
defense
don't know that
guessing.
person.
Finds McConkey. Running in the red zone. To the house. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers break the tie here in the 1st. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
Yeah, after this, I'm gonna get out.
On the return, here's Gibson. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Going play action, May. Vacates quickly left side. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces a throwaway.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. To the air yet again, May. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play, and the Chargers will have a first. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers trying to make some noise before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert from the gun. Got a man. What a hit!
That's
and
all I
the
needed
ball's
was
loose.
one clean hit.
Scooped up by the Patriots.
That's all I needed was one
There he
clean hit,
goes,
and I got
right
it.
sideline. And New England will return it for the touchdown. The Patriots earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, Brock, we both know this. Some guys are only looking to make the tackle and end the play. Others, though, come in hunting for the football and forcing fumbles in hopes of getting exactly what we just saw.
And it can be tough for these receivers. A lot of times, they know contact is coming, but they don't always get to prepare for it because they don't always see it.
Yeah.
And these elite defenses, well, they view a completed pass as just another opportunity to create that kind of fumble, and sometimes even a defensive touchdown.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Motioning left is Johnston. From the 29. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's running for it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
4th and 3, drive on the line. And they send a man in motion. On 4th down, they snap it to Herbert. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10, Herbert. That's complete to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And the Patriots are going to set up just beyond the 10-yard line.
What was he celebrating for?
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This 42 yards from the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Gibson. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead right away in half number 2. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Return coming from the 6. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
First down throw for May. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Gibson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Operating from the gun, here's May. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Offense up to the line fast. Now we'll run it with Gibson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots make it a 9-point advantage. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Forced out to his right.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here's 2nd and 2. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Patriots get it back and are going to be set up at the 44.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On play action, here's May. Bails out of the pocket quick. And after some relocating there, Brock, they track him down away from the pocket. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. May now on 3rd down. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Working quickly here. May throwing for it. Throw left side, caught by Douglas. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's the Patriots with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead to start the fourth. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey.
That's hard, but no, like, why would I do that? Why am I gonna pay for that? Like, no, cancel.
Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Valus Jones now on the return. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And the fumble recovery is made. Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, kid. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Turn the ball and put that hat on you.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out.
I told you I was gonna put that half
He
on
lost the ball.
you
He
again,
left
man.
the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing a lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready. Down.
Trying again, following the sack. He throws
that's
a
me.
bullet to this.
That's
His
me.
first throw is an interception. Jabril Peppers with the pick. And the Patriots will take over along the midfield stripe back to the interception and return. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Offense in the hurry up here. To the air on first down, May.
Wide open.
And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots parlay the interception into points. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them.
Give me
They're going
down.
right back to the
Come
air.
on now.
It's another first half mistake.
We
He's
there.
intercepted
Perfect
again.
timing. We there. Oh man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. They run once more with Stevenson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Play action. Made. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne, 56 yards. And the Patriots march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They work now on 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Down the left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. On play action, May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they come up now, second and goal. Looking to throw, May. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll throw with May. Eluding the pressure right. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Antonio Gibson from 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
To throw, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, second and 1. Looking to throw is Williams. And again, back to Kmet. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are back within a couple of the lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's May. Henry brings it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Throwing here is May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, it's May. Flush to his right. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. To the air, May. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 6. That's Bourne, got it on the slant, and he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Douglas, the man in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
Get in there.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw, it's Williams. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Throwing is Williams. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's out to the flat for Gibson. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. On first down, right back to Gibson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Keon Wright got in there for the sack. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To the air, Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw.
Give me that. What?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
They'll look to throw. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's back to throw. This one's a board, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Looking to throw. May. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Able to find Komet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. And again, back to Komet.
Put a hat on him, man.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
To throw, Williams. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. It's no good. Just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or two short of the crossbar. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Gotta keep the streak
The
going.
Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. And off we go from Denver. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. To the air right away is May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. He finds Douglas complete. And they get him deadline. To throw, it's May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Here now a 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, May with it. And that is incomplete.
Not quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. To throw is Nix. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Here's Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Throwing Nix. Quick hitter here. Yeah, the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the gun, it's May. Got a man, it's Keyshawn Butte.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing here is May. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Nix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Nix to the air. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, here's Nix. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's May. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To the air, May. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Nix looking to throw again. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A final shot before break. Nix escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Looking to throw. May. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Looking to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. Throwing right, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Nix. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Back to the air with Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just...
Yeah.
Giving is gonna melt right into my head with my makeup. Stay with me. Stay with me. Switch it just like that.
Huh?
The registered sex offenders in your location. Before checking the app, I did not expect to see this many in my neighborhood. For those of you wondering, the app's called Newsbreak.
See, look, that's that ghetto in them. It's called what?